2 or 3 years of their life for whatever reason. There's a culturally significant reason for them to have that on their person. So if you just showed up tomorrow like, hey, I got my kirpan, right? Like, it would make no sense, and it would be kind of offensive, because it's like, well, you know, like, you're not part of that culture or tradition, unless you're actually going through that yourself, through whatever journey you're on, right? You know, I don't know, maybe he converts to that faith, right? And they make him do that, right? Can you think of any other items from a culture where only some people would be allowed to wear that? Anything? Do you want to say something?
I had a question about that dagger thing. Like, could you go to an airport with that?
There was a lot of legal battles in Canada over this, because a student in Ontario brought it to school, and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy has a weapon," and he's like, "No, guys, it's a ceremonial dagger. Like, you're not actually supposed to take it out of its sheath." So I don't know all the legalities around it. I think for whoever is practicing that in that point in their life, maybe just don't go through an airport. But there were some legal battles over whether or not the student could express that part of their religion and have that at school, right? Because that's complicated as well, right? Like how many of you are accustomed to and used to just seeing like military grade weapons?
What?
Like military grade guns, okay? Like have you seen them in normal everyday life?
It's on a daily basis here in Southport.
So, okay, easy there, Axel. You're in the hood all of a sudden, okay? So I went to Israel. This is a long time ago. No way your nap time, I'm telling a story. Okay, I went to Israel, and it was very bizarre to me. I just see young guys with like military grade weapons, right? And you know, they're just very accustomed to that, okay? So this idea of different cultures, when you have cultural contact, you know, people are gonna do different things, they're gonna look different, they're gonna dress differently, act differently, they're gonna cook different types of foods. It becomes very complicated in a globalized world to, you know, how do you address that? So like, let's say you have a kimono and you think it's really cool, or a sari or whatever, like maybe, you know, maybe you wanna be burly man and come to school with a lower body robe, right? To represent the Irish culture, okay? A kilt, right? You wanna wear a kilt. You know, is that wrong? Like, should you be allowed to explore? Now, the idea of the main problem with this is that obviously, you know, other people's culturally significant items are not Halloween costumes, right? So, you know, don't wear a headdress, right? But like, let's say you learned about some indigenous person in the past who had very heroic stories, and you're like, "Whoa, I want to dress like this person. I want to go as that," right? Like, would it be cultural appropriation if you dressed up as like Benjamin Franklin and you wore like a wig and wore his clothing? Like, would that be cultural appropriation? Would that be wrong? Right?
Is that a genuine question?
I'm genuine. I'm curious. Like, do you think it'd be wrong to do that?
No.
No. So in my mind, you know, I would ask the question, well, if that's okay, then, you know, like maybe you wanna, maybe you wear like a kimono and, well, don't bring a sword to school, but you go dressed up as Miyamoto Musashi, right? Who's a very famous samurai, right? Like, is that offensive? Like, if you wear a kimono robe and say, "Oh, I'm Musashi," right? Like.
And what about like, if it was I can't think of any, but like a figure that like has a job, like you couldn't think of that.
Yeah, what if you want to dress up as Malala Yousafzai? I think that's her name. Do you know this girl?
No.
She's Afghani girl. She was like shot in the head by the Taliban because, you know, in Afghanistan, the Taliban, they don't want women going to school. They don't believe women should be getting educated. You know, maybe that's your hero, so you dress up as her, right? This girl got shot in the head and survived, right? And she's pretty sure she has a PhD. Like, smart girl.
She's alive.
Yeah. They flew her to.
How do you survive?
So first of all, she got shot in the head, survived.
No, man, it was
and
a
she still
full on
has a
like
PhD.
I don't know. I don't know, kids. I just search up her name, Malala. I am Malala. She wrote a book. Okay.
She wrote a book? Damn, so she's not like.
I don't know that. No way you just did that. That's terrible. Don't do that again, man. Oh my god. I'm not. No. What's up?
I was gonna say, if you are to dress up as a person who's like your hero, but from another culture, it's the reason you're dressing up like that. Like the reason, and if it's a good reason, you're just dressing up because you're just dressing
Yeah, I
up.
know. But like that's still your head.
Yeah, if I just come in today as like, hey,
Yeah.
as like Benjamin Franklin or whoever,
My uncle has
right?
There's two here and two here.
Yeah. So I think I'll just finish this slide with that point made there, that I do think people's intentions matter. And some people will get really offended if you wear something that's from their culture, you're visibly not from their culture. And navigating that will be challenging. Okay. Oh, this is our last slide.
What? But we have
Oh,
the
there's a little documentary. Hey, we'll watch that when we come back. Okay. So the thing about chapter 2 is it's very heavy in case studies. Those case studies are going to be useful for you for when you write any other assignment for me. Okay, you will definitely write one more essay, and maybe we'll do a smaller written assignments just because life goes on. So I guess this question wouldn't really be relevant here for anyone other than myself, but by any chance, does anyone here have any tattoos?
What kind of tattoos?
The permanent kind.
Permanent?
Yes.
Like
The ones you live to regret kind.
Oh. No.
No.
I got like bad little pencil.
You can remove them with like
Oh, I have that one scar.
Do you have any tattoos that you regret?
I have shifting scars.
Do I have tattoos that I regret? No. But I think.
Wait, Roger, how many tattoos do you have?
The one, he has that sword one on his arm.
Hey, does anyone in here plan on getting a tattoo?
Yeah.
A couple of us. Would anyone like to share a bit of an idea, like what you might get tattooed or get a cross tattooed? Right on you're going right for a neck tattoo. Oh my god. Okay, memorial.
Like a seraphim or something.
A seraphim.
Yeah, like like the
The angel.
yeah. Like
with the eyes?
Oh, the biblically accurate angels. Those ones look very fascinating.
on the back.
No, they look creepy.
They look cool.
That's wild.
That's actually
So both of you said something religious, and is it because you connect with your religion?
Yeah, no, I'm at. I don't know about him though, but me, I'm very religious.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Fair enough.
I'm getting a quote tattooed on my arm.
Right here on my arm.
From what?
I'm getting a quote tattooed on my arm. It's a quote from the lead singer of one of my favorite bands.
I'm gonna get your face.
So we have some sentimental tattoos, a religious one. We like one for personal art. Anyone else want to share? Anyone?
Ace of Spades.
An ace of spades. I thought about getting aces tattooed on my wrist.
That's so cheap.
What makes you think you're funny?
Anyone else want to share?
Wait, did those hurt?
Yeah.
Something meaningful, like in my life, like or just like matching with someone. If it,
Just don't. If you're gonna get matching tattoos, do it like a sibling or a family member. Don't do it with someone that.
Like your boyfriend, but imagine y'all break up. Now you got like.
So for you as well, something symbolic, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Over here.
I'm gonna do like a Bible verse somewhere like here. I forgot what Bible verse.
Wait, were you talking about getting married?
Huh?
So interesting enough, like being in a Catholic school, a number of us have religious ideas. Anyone back there? You said you're gonna get a tattoo. What would you get? Yeah.
I don't know, something matching like my cousin.
Do something kind of symbolic, memorable with your relative, family member. Okay. Do you want to share? you get something together with them. Okay, so with that, there is this documentary here that we'll watch.
When we come back.
Yeah, let's do it when we come back. We'll get a nice easy day. Okay, we'll stop there. 45 minutes.